Hey guys, I am your friend Nandu, and today I'm going to tell you a story about a boy who had the habit of wasting food. Once upon a time, in a little village surrounded by towering trees, sparkling rivers, and fields of golden sunflowers, there lived a cheerful boy named Leo. Leo had a house made of stone, with windows that shone like diamonds, and a garden full of vibrant flowers that fluttered with the wings of butterflies. Leo's parents were kind-hearted and hardworking, always busy taking care of their farm and the little bakery they owned. The village was peaceful, and everyone worked together to grow food and share it with their neighbors. But Leo? Well, Leo loved food, but he had a strange habit. He loved throwing it away. Every morning, Leo would sit at the kitchen table, eagerly waiting for his breakfast. He would gobble up his pancakes, but only a few bites, before pushing the rest aside. "I don't want this anymore," he'd say, pushing his plate away with a little shrug. His mother, Mrs. Milla, always sighed. "Leo, my dear, there are so many people who don't have enough to eat. You shouldn't waste food." But Leo just laughed, not really understanding. "Don't worry, Mama. There's plenty more where that came from." One afternoon, while Leo was playing in his backyard, he noticed something strange. A glimmer of light appeared near the flower bed, and suddenly, a little creature with wings appeared before him. She was no bigger than a butterfly, with sparkling wings and a gentle glow about her. "Who are you?" Leo asked, wide-eyed. "I am Lira, the fairy of forgotten things," she said with a soft voice like a whispering breeze. "I've been watching you, Leo. I've noticed you waste a lot of food, and that breaks my heart." Leo blinked. "Food? But I have so much. Why does it matter?" Lyra looked at him with kind eyes. "Come with me, and I will show you something." Lyra led Leo into the forest, where the trees whispered stories of old. They walked through a winding path, surrounded by flowers that bloomed in every color of the rainbow. The deeper they went, the more magical the forest felt. "Where are we going?" Leo asked, a little nervous but curious. "You'll see soon," Lyra replied with a twinkle in her eyes. They soon arrived at a clearing, where a small pond reflected the sky above. But it wasn't just any pond. As Leo looked closer, he saw the water was filled with shimmering breadcrumbs, colorful vegetables, and bits of fruit, just like the ones he'd thrown away. The pond sparkled like 1,000 stars, but something was wrong. The food looked sad, floating aimlessly in the water. Lyra explained, "These are the crumbs of food that children have wasted, just like you. Every time you throw food away, it ends up here, lost and forgotten." Leo felt a tug in his heart. "I didn't know that. I didn't think it mattered." Lyra pointed to a beautiful bird flying above. That bird was once fed by the crumbs, the bread, and the fruits. Every little piece you throw away could help someone or even an animal when it's not wasted. Leo watched in wonder as the bird swooped down, drinking from the pond. It seemed happy. But why don't the crumbs disappear? Why are they still here? "Because," Lyra said, "the food you waste doesn't disappear into thin air. It gets lost in a world of forgotten things. And here, it waits to be noticed, to be cared for." Leo nodded slowly, a new understanding settling in his heart. He looked at the floating crumbs and whispered, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to waste you. The next morning, Leo woke up with a new perspective. As he sat down for breakfast, he smiled at his pancakes and took a deep breath. He decided that today would be different. Good morning, Leo. His mother greeted him cheerfully as she placed a plate of warm pancakes in front of him. Leo looked at the plate carefully, taking in the golden brown pancakes, the little drips of honey, and the fresh fruit. Thank you, Mama, he said with a sincere smile. Leo ate slowly, savoring each bite. He even asked for a second helping, but this time he made sure not to waste a single crumb. As the day went on, Leo started noticing all the little ways food was being cared for. His father, who tended the garden, was planting vegetables with great care. His mother baked bread with love, wrapping each loaf in a cloth to keep it fresh. And when they went into the village, they saw neighbors sharing food, helping each other, and never wasting a thing. That afternoon, Leo decided to do something special. He took the leftover bread from his breakfast and carefully fed the birds in the village square. He even shared some with the stray cats that wandered the streets. Every piece counts, he said to himself, remembering the magical pond and the forgotten crumbs. As the sun set, painting the sky with colors of pink and purple, Lira appeared again, this time with a gentle smile. You've learned, Leo. You've cared for the food, and you've shown kindness to the animals and people around you. Leo looked around, his heart feeling full. He could hear the laughter of children playing and the chatter of neighbors enjoying their evening meals. Everything felt alive, full of love and gratitude. Would you like to see something magical? Lira asked. Leo nodded eagerly, his eyes sparkling with curiosity. With a flick of her wings, Lira created a feast in the middle of the village square, an endless table filled with food of every kind, from shiny apples to warm bread and colorful salads. But this wasn't just any feast. It was a feast that seemed to glow with happiness. The food shone with a light that made it look even more beautiful than ever before. This feast, Lira explained, is made from the love and care you've shown toward food. When you cherish what you have, it grows in abundance, and magic fills the air. The villagers gathered around, and everyone shared the food, savoring every bite. No one wasted anything. Everyone was thankful, and their hearts filled with joy. The next day, as Leo sat with his family, enjoying a simple but delicious meal, he looked out of the window and saw a butterfly flutter by. It reminded him of Lira. I think I understand now, Mama, Leo said, his voice filled with warmth. Food is precious, and it's important to care for it, not waste it. It can help others, and even the animals. Mrs. Miller smiled, her heart swelling with pride. I'm so proud of you, Leo. You've learned something very important today. And from that day on, Leo never wasted food again. Every time he sat down to eat, he thought of the forgotten crumbs and the magical feast, and he remembered the lesson of love, care, and gratitude. And so, the village became even more magical, not because of the food that filled their tables, but because of the kindness and respect everyone had for the gifts they were given. So, friends, food is precious, and when we take care of it, share it with others, and appreciate it, we make the world a better place for everyone. Hope you like the story. See you next time.